Browns radio analyst Nathan Zegura. Glaring difference between the Bills, who we'll see Sunday down on the lakefront, their offense, and the Browns' offense.
One of the things I want to point out when we're talking about a guy like James Cook, he's got 11 games with more than 100 total yards this year. That's the most in the NFL. But their offensive line is doing an excellent job. James Cook has 467 yards rushing before contact in the year 2025. 467. That's 33% of his rushing yards this season. To contrast that with Quinshon Judkins. Quinshon Judkins this year has rushed for 805 yards. Quinshon Judkins has 43 yards before contact. 43. James Cook has 467. So that shows you right there that, number one, our offensive line is not getting the job done for our running back. Their offensive line is 467 before contact versus 43.
It's amazing he has 800 yards rushing with 43 yards before contact. I mean, think about that. That's like Nick Chubb level of avoiding tacklers.
I wish I could play that on a loop. Because as a former defensive lineman and as a guy who played offensive line some in high school, and my brother's a Division I offensive lineman, it's hard to get people to wrap their heads around the fact that I get that we like quarterbacks, and I get that, you know, the league has done a good job of making quarterbacks be larger than life. And don't get it twisted. They are heavily needed, and if you want to win a Super Bowl, you need one of those guys. But I need people to wrap their head around what he is saying here. You're saying that the Bills, the difference between the Bills is the fact that their guys they're not even getting touched. They're getting the ball. He has 400 some odd yards, 430 some plus yards before contact, before someone's even touching him. So think about what that means. That means, and it's verified by the film work in the film we watch. Quinshon Judkins is getting contacted almost immediately. What he's getting is on his own merit. What he's getting is making guys miss. What he's getting is running through tackles. What he's getting is evading the first tackler or moving or making a move. Can you imagine how difficult it is to automatically have to make 2 or 3 guys move just before you can even get to a place where you can move the chains? And when you talk about the Cleveland Browns with first downs and why we can't complete first downs, it's exponentially more difficult. The fact that you cannot run the ball, right? You can't run. Plus, you throw in what the other caller talked about was you guys, we have false starts. We can't get lined up correctly. Illegal procedures, illegal man downfield, holding. It's always 1st and 15, plays like that. And then you can't run the football. Play action doesn't run if you're not running the ball accurately. And then let's talk about the pass protection. I mean, we are one of the worst pass protecting teams in the league, and we can't pick up 4. Like, it's not like they're blitzing everybody. We're having problem picking up regular stunts, regular defensive tackle in games. And now if you can get home with 4 and you can stop the run with 4, that means, if you do the math, boys and girls, that means you have 7 people, 7 in pass coverage dropping back to play your pass game. Not to mention you don't have any wide receivers, and your most targeted players are tight ends. That's not a good recipe for being a consistent offensive team in this league.
Without question. And you know, think about it. So 438 versus 40-some, 10 times. James Cook has 10 times more yards before contact than Quinshon Judkins. Just let that sink in a little bit.